bums me out. It totally bums me out that we're not going to get any more Avengers movies, according to Kevin Feige. Welcome to Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. Guys, Kevin Feige has come out and said that there are going to be no more Avengers movies. Say it ain't so. Kevin, what's going on here? Kevin Feige calls Avengers Endgame the final Avengers movie. This comes to us from comicbook.com. Now, guys, I don't know what to make of this. This kind of takes me a little bit off guard here, because I thought we were always going to get Avengers movies eventually. Like each little segment, like phase that we went through would end with an Avengers movie. But apparently Feige was in an interview recently where he said that we've finally completed a 22 movie Infinity Saga, he said. So he's, according to him, it's all done. You go on and read this article, that where do we go from there? Where do we start? What we really wanted to do was two things: start fresh with whole new characters, new storylines, but also go back to some of the deepest, richest mythology in Marvel Comics. So does that mean that you're not even interested in trying to bring us another Avengers movie? I always thought that they would come back together to fight some big threats. Like, there's still some big threats out there that they could face, like Galactus, Apocalypse. They can actually do Apocalypse well this time when they bring in the X-Men, which is supposed to be rumored in the upcoming Doctor Strange 2 movie. So he just felt, I think, we want there to be a reasonable amount of time from the Endgame to start a new saga. So he wants time in there before we get another Avengers movie. I just felt like, guys, I thought we were going to get another one. I thought we were going towards another Feige Avengers movie, but it's not in the cards according to him. He said after the internal story, he referred to the Avengers Endgame as the final Avengers movie. And that doesn't sit well in my stomach, guys. That doesn't sit well in my stomach at all. That bums me out, actually. It bums me out quite a bit. What do you guys think about that story? Kevin Feige saying there's no more Avengers movies. Does it bum you out? Because it kind of bums me out. Guys, you're watching Mirror Domains Movie News. It's a daily live show where we go through a number of topics here. And if you are watching us live, then you can participate in the live chat. If you're watching this after it's uploaded, well, here's what you can expect. And you'll find these in time codes in the description and comment section as well. But we just talked about the Avengers story. Ryan Reynolds talks about Deadpool 3, and is he going to be in Doctor Strange 2? I don't know. Chris Hemsworth is in Furiosa, and apparently he's going to be playing the bad guy. We'll talk about that. The Barbie movie gets a new casting announcement. Dave Grohl's Studio 666 opens up this weekend, guys, and there's a big article out where he goes into detail about what that movie is about. We'll talk about that. George Lucas had a condition for Grogu in The Mandalorian. Okay, well, what was that condition? We'll talk about that. Howard the Duck, possibly in the She-Hulk series, really? And the Last of Us series that's coming out is not going to come out this year, guys. That's a bummer. It's going to be most likely next year. And the Batman is just around the corner, and they've released, or today there's going to be the Catwoman soundtrack, the theme, and we'll talk about that, and as well as some various other little stories there towards the end. And if we got time, we'll go through and do the Twitter roundup, just looking online to see if there's anything out there trending. And guys, let's just get into some more stories, some more movie news stories with Ryan Reynolds, since we're talking about the MCU. Ryan Reynolds gives Deadpool 3 script update, but denies Doctor Strange cameo despite new images. This comes to us from MovieWeb, and it comes from Variety too. A bulk of these quotes came out when he was doing press for his upcoming The Adam Project movie. Well, guys, there was that big poster that came out for Doctor Strange 2, and everybody's kind of like, who? They're looking for Easter eggs. If you look in the shards, there's reflections to everything, and we talked about some of this stuff. Now, I'm not the sweaty enough of a person to go in here and say, okay, well, what's this? I'm going to blow it up. And people are saying, well, Deadpool is in here. Deadpool is in here somewhere in one of these shards. And when you looked at the images, it was just kind of like a red kind of. He denies it. He says he's not in the movie. So his quote is, I guess I'm not really supposed to say anything about that, but I'm really not in the movie. I could be an unreliable narrator, but I promise you, I'm not in the movie. And this was when he was talking about his upcoming The Adam Project movie there that's coming out on Netflix soon. I did a trailer reaction for that, guys. Check out that, because it is sort of like an E.T. type movie where he comes back in time and this boy finds him out in the woods, but it's like the younger version of himself. So it looks cool. I can't wait for it. And the cast in it is phenomenal. But he goes on to talk about Deadpool 3 in this article, saying that the script is it's coming along. That's all we get from that from the quote about Deadpool 3. It's coming along. Well, that's good. There are some other articles out here that talk about, is it going to be rated R or not? And I don't. He says, well, hopefully, but you never know now because it's being helmed by Disney. But see, Variety also says I'm really not in the movie. But you know what? You got to take that with a grain of salt nowadays. How long did Andrew Garfield say that he's not in Spider-Man No Way Home? And if he is in Doctor Strange 2, it's only going to be like a small role. And that's all I would anticipate. Maybe like a small cameo. He'll say something while they're flowing through the different multiverse stuff. We'll have to see how all that comes together. But again, in this article, he says the Deadpool 3 script is coming along. And the Adam Project is just around the corner, guys. Ryan Reynolds apparently is saying that he's not in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Do you believe him? Do you believe him, or do you think it's he's downplaying it a little bit? Let me know in the comments below and we'll talk about it. One project that I'm looking forward to is that Furiosa movie with Anya Taylor-Joy. And I guess that Chris Hemsworth is joining the cast. He's going to be playing the villain in the Mad Max prequel. To tell you the truth, though, when I was looking at this, I was like, well, if Tom Hardy's not going to come back, why not use Chris Hemsworth as Max? That would have been awesome. But he's going to be playing the villain in this Furiosa prequel, which I thought would have been about, because in Fury Road, Furiosa says that, wasn't she one of the girls of Immortan Joe? And then she escaped. She kind of outgrew her usefulness to him, and then she went away, kind of thing. I thought that, but I guess it's not going to be about that. It's going to be about just her trying to survive for scraps or something. But apparently, he's going to be playing somebody named Doctor. I can't remember what this says here. Dr. Dementis. There we go. They have Chris Hemsworth as the villain, who I heard was called Dr. Dementis. This is brought to us by Buchanan. Guys, you got to take that with a little bit of a grain of salt. You never know. But you know what? Him playing the villain in Furiosa, George Miller, I trust that vision. I trust that style, especially after Fury Road, which was my favorite movie of that year, just because of how beautifully shot it was. The action in it was fantastic. And to see Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth in it facing off against each other, that sounds cool to me. Furiosa, are you looking forward to it? I'll keep my eye out for you guys. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Something that I've been keeping my eye on, and I never thought that I would ever be saying something like this, that I've been keeping my eye on the Barbie movie. But Kate McKinnon is joining the Margot Robbie Barbie movie. Now, we just broke that Simu Liu just joined the cast earlier this week, and Ryan Gosling, America Ferrera are also in the cast for Warner Bros. I don't think too much about this story, guys. We're not going to dwell on this. The cast is rounding out. I like Kate McKinnon a lot. I think she was really good in Yesterday. So she can do some dramatic stuff, but people usually think about comedy with her. So take that with what it is. I think it'll be good. It'll be cheeky. Somebody said that in the comments the other day that the Barbie movie, it's going to be a cheeky movie. Of course, you'll have younger people wanting to come and see that, but I'm thinking it's going to be also a material that middle-aged, like younger 20, 30-ish people can go watch and have fun with. That's what I hope for the Barbie movie, oddly enough. Okay. What's up next, guys? Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters. Guys, Studio 666 comes out this weekend. Are you going to go check it out? I think I might. It's Dave Grohl, guys. Come on. Everybody likes Foo Fighters. Everybody likes Dave Grohl. He's just a really cool guy. But he had this big article, interview actually with Deadline. And if you're a fan of Dave Grohl and you are interested in this Studio 666 horror movie, where they go to this house to record their 10th album and they get possessed by demons, and it's just if you look at the trailer, we'll go through the trailer a little bit here, but if you go on, they talk about the inspiration for this, and it just confirms things that I suspected. Even back to their music videos, they were somewhat acting in them. They were playing characters, so to have that evolve into a full-length movie, I think that's the next logical step. Now, I'm not expecting thespian work out of them. I'm not expecting top-notch acting here, but I'm expecting it to be just a fun little throwaway, kind of, not throwaway, but a fun romp at the theater. It's only an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. Let's take a look at the trailer. Let's take a look at some of the snippets here. Yeah, he's possessed. And they talk, they joke around about their songs and stuff like that. It has all the cast of like their band in the movie. So it looks like they're just having fun with it. They're poking fun at each other. Is it demonic possession or isn't it? And it's got some creepy imagery in there. It does. I think it just looks like it's going to be a fun time. So that's what I'm expecting from it. Let's take a look at the IMDb here quickly, and I'll see if I can round out the cast for you. Rated R. It's rated R, guys. So that's really cool. February 25th is when it comes out. Really? But I thought I was seeing listings for it this weekend. February 25th. Okay. Maybe that's in the US. I'm pretty sure, though, that I saw listings for it this weekend. I'll take a look. Okay, so Grohl wrote it with the story, but the cast for it is Whitney Cummings, Jenna Ortega, Will Forte, Leslie Grossman, and then the Foo Fighters themselves. Dave Grohl, Pat Smear, Taylor Hawkins, and the bass player. The one that everybody forgets. But guys, Studio 666, what do you think? Are you going to go check it out this weekend? I think I most likely will, but I thought I saw listings for it. I'm going to take a quick little time out here and see if I can find a listing for it. Now, it may not be, I know for a fact that it's not playing in my city, so I would have to go over to see it in another city. Let me see. Dog comes out this weekend too. Marry Me, Scream, Girls Trip. Okay, so maybe it wasn't this weekend. Maybe it's next weekend. Let's try that. Next weekend is the 25th. Let's try that. Refresh. No? Huh. Okay, well, guys, you know what? I made a fool of myself. I guess it's not coming out this weekend. I'm pretty sure it was, though. I thought I saw a listing for it. I must have been mistaken. Or maybe they just didn't get it out there. Could have sworn. Yeah, there it is. Studio 666. Okay, so it is February 24th. So it is the 25th. It's only playing one show, 7:30. Guys, I don't know. Should I get tickets for Studio 666? Dave Grohl in a horror movie. Let me know what you thought about that in the comments below. And go read that article on Deadline if you're fascinated by it, because they go into depth with the details and stuff. And it's just cool. It's just fun to read about. All right. I think that's pretty much for movie news, except for that Catwoman trailer song. We'll talk about that in the Twitter roundup. Stranger Things Season 4, guys, that's got some new posters out. And it shows Hopper and Joyce at Russian prison here. Now, I'll pull these up in a little bit better detail, but there's like 4 or 5 of them here. And I just want to get a little sidetracked with too much, but here, there's still no official, at last, release date for Stranger Things 4, but I'm excited for it. I scanned this article, and David Harbour himself said he was on his social media, and he posted at a Knickerbockers game that it's coming soon, and he promises it on his phone there. So you can see him there. We saw that he's in some kind of internment camp in Russia or something in the little teaser that they had out. I think that's 11 right there, looking down the hallway. Bunch of them in an old house. There's the cast. Them looks like the Upside Down is coming through into the normal world there. Netflix, Stranger Things Season 4, guys. Are you looking forward to it? Let me pull up these posters a little bit better here on the side. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, I think they look cool, and I'm a huge fan of the franchise. Now, it says that it also in that article that Stranger Things is going to end with Season 5. I think that's right. I think it should have wrapped at the end of the 3rd season, to tell you the truth, because the kids are just getting a little too old now. Now it's becoming that coming of age story now for them. But we just keep on going back to the same kind of story. Oh, the underneath is coming back through. It's coming through this place now. It's coming through over there now. You move away. Okay, well, how many times can we recycle that before it loses its charm? I'm still fascinated with the cast. I'm still fascinated with the way that they're portraying that nostalgia for it. But yeah, if it ends with number 5, I hope they conclude it with some style, a little bit of finesse. This one's kind of creepy, eh? This one's kind of like a marriage of all of them put together, of all of those posters. So it's kind of like there's the bottom half, sides, and yeah, that one just kind of marries it all together. But guys, what do you think about these Stranger Things Season 4 posters? The marketing is ramping up. That means that we're probably going to get another trailer here pretty soon, and a release date. It says here Volume 1, May 27th. May 27th. Okay, and then later in July. Okay, well then good. Yeah, James, take a look at these posters. You see, look at these other posters didn't have that. I guess I should have been a little bit more mindful. But you know what? There you go. And Art Glass says Netflix posted on Facebook, coming volume end of May, and then 2 weeks later in July. Okay. All right. There you go. Stranger Things Season 4 posters. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. Continuing on with more TV stuff. Now, this article caught my eye because I do like The Mandalorian. I do like Grogu, but apparently George Lucas had one condition for Grogu. Well, why would he have that? He doesn't have any say over it anymore. But I guess they went to him for his blessing, and Grogu is going to come back for Mandalorian Season 3. We know that now. He's one of the biggest characters out there, so come on. What did George Lucas have to say about this? He said with Filoni, I had a talk with George at one point about the child, and his main concern was that the kid has to have a proper amount of training. And there you go, guys. Yes, because the sequel trilogy said, hey, no, anybody can pick up be force sensitive and wield it like the great Jedi Masters without any training whatsoever. Yeah. That's why JJ and Rian Johnson they just had no. It's like they didn't even care about the original trilogy. And yeah, they addressed his training in Book of Boba Fett, and we'll have to see where the story goes. But I just thought George Lucas having a condition. What's this? Let's clear this up a little bit. And I had to read this article, and I felt like, okay, all right. Well, yeah, that makes sense, and I can't argue with that, that he's got some training. Disney Publications suggests Howard the Duck will appear in the She-Hulk series. Cool. I like Howard the Duck. He was in that What If 2 as well, right? Okay, so he was in that post-credit scene for one of the Thor movies, wasn't he? A webbed future. Howard the Duck seems to be part of the Marvel's plans again in the What If series. He got married to Darcy. He got married to Darcy Lewis. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so Time Magazine have a promising bright future. In any case, the She-Hulk series, let's read this. The She-Hulk series, which lands this year on Disney Plus, could reserve some of what the Duck surprises. This should delight lovers of this turbulent duck determined to do as he pleases. Now, we saw in some quotes that the She-Hulk series is going to be a little bit more of a it's going to have a little bit of a comedic vibe to it. It's not going to be all seriousness and stuff like that. So I don't know how that's going to work with Howard the Duck, because he's much more of a cosmic entity, isn't he? But to see him there, that'll be, I don't know. It's just a character that would be in the She-Hulk series. Howard the Duck would not have been one of my high picks. The Last of Us TV series, not expected to reach HBO until 2023. I guess they're still filming this, guys. Actually, they've been in production for a while now. And we don't have much other than that one couple of photos, I suppose. But HBO Max Chief Content Officer Casey Bloys told Deadline, it's not going to air in 2022. They are still shooting in Canada. I imagine you will see it in 2023. I have seen some early episodes and I'm very excited. Okay, that's good. Well, of course he's going to say that. He is a fantastic writer and director. What I've seen looks amazing, so I'm excited for it. But it will not be in 2022. All right, that'll bum some people out that were looking forward to this The Last of Us series with Pedro Pascal there. So he was playing Joel, right? Yeah. Bummer. It's not this year, guys. 2023 is going to come out. Just a quick little update there on that story. Okay. The Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, just it can't go away, guys. We talked about the dwarven beards yesterday, and then today, I guess there's even people are just picking this thing apart. It's really becoming off-putting, and I think this might be the last divisiveness that I'm going to talk about this series, because I actually liked the trailer. I liked it a lot. Lord of the Rings, why Galadriel's armor in the Rings of Power is so divisive, because apparently she never wore armor in the Silmarillion. She never was like the fighter, and so they changed the story up, and people who have been writing this have come out and said, oh, hey, we know better than with Tolkien, and that's got a lot of the fan base ruffled. I don't know. We'll have to wait to see the actual kind of trailer where they're talking about the story, see where they're going with the tone, because, well, they say that it's based off of the time period of where the Silmarillion is supposed to be. I guess the armor itself was supposed to be had symbols of the enemies of Galadriel. So, on the other hand, some have countered that it isn't a Fëanorian star on Galadriel's armor. See, that's really nitpicking for me. As casual fans, this is what, like, the star here, I suppose. To nitpick it that much, like, I understand that the hardcore fans out there, they do that, and we all do that with our franchises. But to get so angry about it, just wait till they see what they're doing with it. And of course, you'll get people, the symbol of their bitter rival, the Fëanor. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that properly. We'll have to see how it all plays out. I just kind of like, I'm just like, how many stories are we going to get this week of people angry with the treatment of this material, like the dwarf women's not having beards, and because I like the trailer. I like the trailer a lot. All right. Let's go into a little bit of a fun story here because it deals with my Tay-Tay. Okay. Jake Gyllenhaal says he doesn't begrudge artists tapping into their experience after backlash over Taylor Swift's All Too Well. Her 10-minute song there was apparently said that she wrote that about her experience with Jake Gyllenhaal, that he was older, she was younger, and he kind of like well, he used his age and his experience to maybe have his way with her in ways that she wasn't willing to consent. Whatever. I don't care. All I care about is that she seemed to write this song about the situation, and it just got it off her chest. And in this article, it seems like people really wanted to demonize Gyllenhaal because of this. And I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan, so I'm always going to be in her court no matter what. I think I worship the ground that she walks on. But at least he talks about it, and he says, yes, it's good that people use their artistic endeavors to release these kinds of emotions and stuff like that. And he says he'll never falter for that, that he doesn't hold any grudges or anything like that. And I think that's great on him. I think that's good, because I like Jake Gyllenhaal as an actor. I think he's awesome. Everything that he's in is spectacular. He just says it's a healthy, positive outlet for people, and he doesn't hold anything back. So he doesn't begrudge it. Jake Gyllenhaal sounds like he's that's cool. I like it. All right, guys, what time are we at here for our stream? How much time are we at? 26 minutes. Yeah, we got time to go on to the Twitterverse, and I want to talk about the Batgirl. Sorry, not Batgirl. Catwoman. Batman is coming out on March 4th, guys. It's just around the corner. And they got a new poster out here for Catwoman, which looks awesome. I think this looks fantastic. And I guess later on today or tomorrow or something, they're going to be releasing... there's an exclusive image of her. That looks cool, man. They're releasing... Michael Giacchino is releasing the theme, the Catwoman theme, and we heard the Riddler theme, and we heard the main theme from the Batman movie. I can't play it for you guys, obviously, because of copyright reasons. But go and when this drops, I'll listen to it for sure. It's very not operatic, but symphonic. Is it like it's not lots of percussion in there. It's cinematic kind of style. Actually, I like the score. I think from what I've heard from it so far, it's cool. It's good. All right, let's go take a look at what's going on in the Twitterverse here, and see if there's anything trending out there that we missed. Any headlines? Okay, so there's the Stranger Things season. Then it says it'll end with season 5. Hold on, guys. Thor: Love and Thunder is trending. Why is that trending? First look at Thor and Love and Thunder. Is that what the Lady Jane is going to look like? Is that what her armor is going to be? Cool. I like it. Natalie Portman is going to be back. I can't wait to see her in that. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, so we get to look at her armor, and that looks fantastic. Yeah, Love and Thunder, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be one of my most anticipated. But they released a toy for it, so yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like it. All right, let's go back. There's the, okay. There we go. Stranger Things 4 will be released in 2 parts. Volume 1 on May 27th and Volume 2 on July 1st. Yeah, so like a month break. And it's going to be... you see what they're doing there? I think what they're trying to do is they're staggering it because they drop it all in bulk, right? So you can binge it, which is a mistake. I think that's a mistake. They should have dropped like the first maybe 2 or 3 episodes and then gone to the weekly cycle instead of dropping it in batches. But hey, you know what? I'm going to do reactions and reviews for it because I've been doing it for the rest of the series. So yeah, when that comes out, I'll be doing that. All right, let's see what else is going on out here. Florence Pugh for J. Crew. She takes a good photo, guys. Yeah, she's stunning too. Peaky Blinders Season 6 premieres in 10 days. And this is the final episode for Peaky Blinders, right? Do you guys follow that series? Anya Taylor-Joy for Dior Addict campaign. Talking about people who take good photos. Jesus Christ. And she's in the Furiosa movie. She's going to be playing the younger Furiosa. I think she's going to knock it out of the park with that. Facing off against Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, bring it on. Timothée Chalamet on the set of Wonka. Okay. This one is going to be interesting too. Because it looks like his costuming, it looks pretty good. First poster. The Marvelous Miss Maisel has been renewed for the 5th and final season, so that's another series that's ending with the fifth series. Andrew Garfield. Look at that. That jacket. Oh, that's shiny. It's bright. Huh. Interesting. Have to see how that all plays out. Simu Liu is on the cover of Vanity Fair. Hollywood issue. All right, guys. Do you have anything more for me here? Penelope Cruz. Idris Elba. In a pool car. Interesting. Benedict Cumberbatch. So Vanity Fair must have a big new issue coming out here. Let's just try to move past the... I don't know why this site keeps on putting out these Vanity Fair things. What's this? Is this a new Batman poster? It is. Cool. I don't know that language. Is that Chinese, Mandarin, Cantonese? I don't know. What does it say up here? China. So it's probably Mandarin, right? The Uncharted movie, guys. I'm seeing Uncharted tonight, and I think that's where we're going to end it for today, guys. The Uncharted will be released in China March 14th. All right. So, guys, when I go see the movie tonight, I'll give you my straight out of the theater initial reaction for Uncharted. I'm seeing it at 7:40 p.m. in a good quality theater. So I'll be anticipating that for sure. Now, I know that a lot of people are not. I know that the tomato meter is like minus... Well, not minus, but it's like below the 50s. And the early buzz is not good, but I'll go out and see it. Maybe we should take a look at what the tomato meter is today for Uncharted before we round things up. Just as my anticipation level. My anticipation is high. I just want it to be a fun romp. If they really get that part down, I'll have to see. Okay. Oh, it's dropped even more. So it's down to 40%. Oof. Ooh. Yeah, this is why sometimes you just can't pay attention. See, I haven't watched any reviews for it yet because I don't want to get spoiled with anything. My anticipation level for it's still pretty high, despite all of this kind of stuff. But once this is done, then I'll watch Stockman. I'll watch Jeremy Johns, Perry Nemiroff. Who else do I have? Sometimes I listen to Sean Talks Movies or whatever his name was. I follow him. At least give Sony credit for recycling. That's a good review. I don't know how this works. Don't pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes. Guys, that's the way that it's been in the realm of movie and entertainment news for February 17th. Let me know what you thought about some of these stories in the comments below, and we'll talk about it. Oh, one last thing before we go, guys. I've opened up and I applied for the membership program for YouTube. I figure, you know what? I stream 6 days a week. Monday to Friday, we do the movie news talk show, 12 p.m. Eastern. And on Saturdays, we do the horror movie news because I do like horror movies, and we talk about everything that came out this week, anything that was trending and stuff like that, and it's all live. And I figure, okay, eventually, once we get big enough, then people will want to buy like badges and emojis and stuff like that for the live chat. I might as well activate that. Give people the option to throw down a couple of bucks, get some emojis and badges for the live chat. So that'll be working hopefully in the next day or so, because you got to apply for that stuff through YouTube. I'm already monetized, so it's hopefully won't take that long. It should be up even now probably. And I'll adapt the badges. The way that it'll work with members is that I may even create custom badges for like certain tiers of membership. I only have one tier right now. I think I'll put like a $5 tier where you guys will be able to request trailer reactions or anything like that. You'll be able to make a request, and I'll do that stuff specifically for members. And that stuff will be exclusive content. And eventually, if it grows big enough, the movie news show here will go a little bit longer. So there'll be like my normal 30 minutes, and then we'll go overtime for members. We'll talk about some more stories, and we'll talk about the actual people in the chat. We'll have those kinds of interactions. And I think that'll add a little bit of opportunity for you guys to interact with me more. And memberships on Mirror Domains. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And guys, I'll see you tomorrow.